Hello guys, so we're back and we're going to be learning how to do plugins. Don't mind that. That was just me wondering what I was going to do for this episode, so you don't need to know that right now. So this is kind of where we left off. I mean, we Control Shift F to format everything, and this is where we left off last time. I'll just remove those imports, and we're just going to do import. Okay, so this is where we left off last time. So in this episode, we're actually going to be doing we're not going to be doing them. I mean, we're going to be learning how to make commands in a bucket server. So the first thing you want to do when you're making a command is you obviously want to make the name of the command. So we're going to do if command dot get name dot equals ignore case equals if you're too lazy. A lot of people are too lazy to type in the whole ignore case thing. So if you're too lazy to do that and you're stuck on equals, you can just type control and space, and it'll give you the options that it looks like what you're going to be doing. So you can see that we have two things here. We have equals and equals ignore case. Right now we're going to be doing equals ignore case. Equals ignore case basically is saying that it doesn't matter if it just ignores the uppercase and lowercase. As long as it's the same text, it'll execute. So for instance, we're going to be doing YouTube. The equals ignore case basically says, as long as it says YouTube, it's just going to do whatever is in these brackets over here, inside of those brackets. So it doesn't matter if it's whoops, I just went so Rambo there. It doesn't matter if it's like in patterning like that. As long as it says YouTube, it'll execute whatever is in the parameters. I'm gonna start using parameters from now on. So once this command is said, this is basically means if something happens. It's basically like English. If this happens, then we're gonna do this. So whatever's in here is going to happen if this is done. In game, this is basically /YouTube, right? We could also, instead of command name, this is kind of like the standard way to do things, but we can also do label. So the string of the label, we can do label or command.getName, but for this case, since we're just going kind of like by the book or whatever, we're gonna do this practice mainly. We're gonna do command.getName. It doesn't make a difference though, don't get me wrong. So now I really don't want to make this complicated, but the next thing we're going to do is we're going to check if whoever used this command, we have to check if it's a player. So to do that, we're going to do if sender instance of player. We're going to do that. We Control Shift O to import player. So this is basically saying if the person that typed in the command is a player, it'll do things like this. But we're actually going to do this. We're going to put in an extra bracket there, and we're going to isolate them like that. And we're going to put an exclamation mark. The exclamation mark basically says if not. It's like, if we don't have that there, it's just basically saying if this does. If we put the exclamation mark, it just says if it is not. That's basically what it says. Like, if so, what it's saying here is if the sender, the thing that did the command, is not, because of this exclamation mark, is not a player, then we're just gonna do this. first, actually, we're gonna do player equals player sender. So basically what we're doing here is we're making a shortcut. Let's think of it like that. It's the simplest way to think about it. We're just making a shortcut. So instead of actually typing in like this whole big thing or this huge thing, we can just type in player. So player dot send. Actually, no, we're not even gonna use that yet. We're gonna do this. Sorry for the confusion. We're going to do sender. Oh my god, sender dot send message, and we're gonna do, oh wow, wow, look at that. Okay, we're gonna do, so this is basically saying the console will respond to you, because command sender, instead of actually typing in slash command sender, right? Oh, sender, we can just do sender. It's basically a shortcut of this, right? It's so basically the console is gonna respond back if the player's, or if the thing is not a player. It's gonna say you must be a player to use this command. So if the thing that's using the command is not a player, it'll send you a message saying you must be a player to use command. And in the next braces here, we're gonna do player equals player sender. So basically it's saying if the entity player will now turn into player instead of this. That's basically what it's saying. It's a shortcut. Think about it like that. And we're just gonna do player. It's saying that it will send a message to the player. I'm just gonna code everything out and explain it because that's the easiest way to do it. You use the command. My god. Command. Yay. Oh, and I forgot. We have to do return false and return false here. The return false here is just saying that if anything goes wrong, it's just gonna go to this option, and it's just gonna shut everything down. It's just not like it just basically says it's not working. That's all it's saying. And same as this, if this thing doesn't work out, then it's just gonna return false. If this doesn't work out, it's just gonna return false. After that, player does send message, you use the command. So basically in game, it's just gonna be in plain white text. It's gonna be you use the command, but to spice things up, we are actually going to use chat color. So the way you can change chat color, oh, I just typed Control-Shift-O, if you guys didn't remember from last episode. That's how you can easily import things. And we're going to import org.bucket.chatColor. So from now on, when you're changing chat color, you're going to do org.bucket.chatColor. And we're going to do the same thing here, although I don't think it'll be any different in the console. I'm just going to do it to explain to you guys. It's basically just changing this. Instead of it being plain white text, it's going to be aqua. And this, instead of it being plain white text, is going to be red. Right? Simple like that. So to recap, this is basically the thing that makes command, name of the command. If the thing is not a player, it'll send them this message. If it doesn't work out, then it'll return false. And this basically shortcut to player. If they actually use the command successfully and it's a player, then it will do player.send message. It will send them a message in red saying you use the command. Yay, woohoo! And that's that. So the next thing you want to do is we're going to go to YouTube or whatever you named your package or your Java project. We're going to go to that, right click, new. We're going to go to file, and we're going to name it plugin. Whoops. Plugin.yml. So after we're done that, you just type finish. But I already have my plugin.yml here. So once you make that, this is what your plugin.yml is going to look like. I went ahead and did the plugin YML because I don't think it's that hard. I mean, you should be able to get it, but I'll explain it anyways. So the name is the name of the plugin. It's gonna be called YouTube. The main, okay, name, main. Okay, they're really similar, so I'm just gonna remove that, and I'm gonna put it here because I don't like saying two of the same things. Two of the things that sound the same at once. Description, it's gonna be the description of the plugin. The description of the plugin is that plugin, the plugin is awesome. That the plugin that's awesome. Man, I suck at English. Main. This is the main class. The main class that's you're gonna get all the code from the for the server. So it can read the code and it can, like, you know, understand what's happening. So basically here, what's happening here is I typed in my package name that contains the main class. So you have to do that. You type whatever you named your package, that's what's gonna go in here first. So you typed in your package name, right? And then you put a dot to separate the main class and the package. And you're just gonna type in whatever you name the class. In my case, I made a main. Like, that's the name of mine. Version, you know, version 1.0. It could be version 1.0.1, whatever. Author, self-explanatory. Just your name. And the command. So you type in command, and the name of my command was YouTube. So let's erase this, and I'll do it with you guys. So you press enter after you type in command, and then colon. Two spaces. Then you type in the name of your command. In our case, it's called YouTube. So name of the command will be YouTube, colon. And then you press enter. Two spaces again. Description. This will be the description of the command when you type in /help, and it'll give you all these, like, the commands and shit, and it'll just show you the description of the command. So the command that comes with the YouTube plugin. I couldn't really remember what my other description was, so I'm just gonna put that. So I put YouTube and punctuation wise period. Okay, so that's that. This is your whole plugin YML. That's all you need for now. Put a whole bunch of other things like aliases and stuff like that. We're not going to get into that right now because, I mean, you don't need to, right? So that's that. We want to save everything. Control S, and we're going to export this, and we're going to make this a jar file, so you can put it into your server. So what you want to do is right click your Java project and go to export. It'll show up like this, and you just want to open up the little file here that says Java, not Java EE. Remember what I said over here, Java EE, Java, there's a big difference. You want to select jar file, press next, and you want to browse, and you want to select where you want to put your jar file. In my case, I want to put it in my desktop, and I'm going to put it in my desktop. You press finish, and then file. Okay, so I already have it there, but I'm just gonna overwrite it, whatever, and it'll show up on your desktop. So this is the server I'm gonna be testing it on. It shows up in your desktop. So I will be right back when I put the plugin into my server, and then we get to set it up together. We're back. Hello guys, and we're back inside the game. So as you can see, if we type in /plugins, which I already have, and I tested out the plugin myself, we have the plugin right here, YouTube. And if we type /YouTube, it gave us in red chat, you used the command, just like we put in inside of our main class. Do not worry about this, you guys don't need that. I was just testing stuff out, and I just wanted to see if this still worked. You don't need to put that. Please don't. So basically, like we said, it sent us a message in chat color red, you use the command. To that here. And just to test things out, we're gonna go into my console. And we're gonna go into console, and we're gonna do /YouTube, and boom. You must be a player to use this command. It just sent us that. So plugin is completely functional, and that will be the end of our plugin tutorial. Guys, you can use this in any way. If you actually play around with this, you can kind of do things like, you can do player dot and then control space, and you can see all of the things that you can actually do. You can add potion effects, you can add wait one sec, there we go. You can close people's inventories, whatever. You can let's see, you can get the bed spawn, you can allow them to fly, you can, let me see, you can set players to op, like set op or something like that, and then true, I think that's that. Yeah, you could set players to op if they type in the command. Actually, I want to see if that actually works. Let's save that. We're going to actually export jar file, next, youtube.jar file, finish. Yep. Okay, I will be right back, and I'm just curious. Alright, be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back, and free type /YouTube, it doesn't work. I think we need, oh no, I forgot to change the plugin to OML. Oh my god, I'll just do that right now, whatever, who cares. I'm kinda lazy. I don't wanna keep pausing this stupid video. Okay, we're gonna do, no, it didn't actually. Why isn't this working? Player.set op true. And I'm getting a text message because I'm popular. Oh well, who cares? It's not like I'm gonna op anyone. So that's that. That was our plugin. I hope you guys had a good time. The links will, like, get Spigot and stuff like that will be in the description still, just in case you guys didn't catch up with my first tutorial. You guys should totally check that out if you're totally new to this. So yeah, I'll see you guys later in 2 days, or, you know, so later guys, see ya.